Hey guys, it's Squish and welcome back to Sea of Thieves. This time we are introducing Captain Von
Hey
Doof.
there! And welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. 'Tis I, the illustrious, the magnanimous, the unforgettable, the showman of showmen, Captain Von Doof. With a Squinch being my former first mate, but I will always be their captain. And we're in for a bit of a nostalgic adventure. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
I
Oopsie!
think you might be being upstaged by little girl here.
Well, we've always had a soft spot for little girl. That reminds me, as per tradition at any beginning of the voyage, you must stroke my little peck for luck. The joke is the parrot's name is Peck.
Yeah, I really wish you had been turned towards me when you said that.
Yeah.
Yep, Cat and Captain. So we have...
Listen,
What?
I was just going to say, leave the puns to me, but I'm joking.
And that came from chat. You're gonna have to remember, Captain. We're not alone here.
Yes, the spirits beyond watch us petty mortals and make puns at our expense. This mysterious chat from the nether, what is it that they demand of us, you think?
Well, they have informed me that the poison damage is now negative, making snakes the best healing item in the game. So I think we're going to have to find some snakes at some point.
I mean, that makes a bit of sense. I mean, you get hit with enough of snake venom, you'll eventually develop an immunity, and what doesn't kill ye makes ye stronger, eh?
Indeed, indeed. Shall we raise the emissary before we leave the wilds, or should we wait until we're in the shores of plenty, Captain?
Let's see. We do have a Reaper emissary doing a fortress at the moment. We can keep an eye on it. It's only a level 1, so let's have a little bit of danger, a little bit of risk, and go ahead and sail the flag now.
Aye, Captain. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm also eating dinner while I start this stream.
We'll make sure you finish up because there's sailing to be done. The sea calls. Don't ye hear it? It calls us home, Squish. We're home. We're back.
Aye, Captain. Also, you need to vote on the emissary.
Yeah, you need to vote the emissary.
God, it's good to be back with you.
Yes. We have a bit of a problem, Squish.
What's our problem, Captain?
I distinctly remember buying you a box of fireworks to commemorate this return to voyaging career.
You mean the fireworks that you left on the dock, Captain? I'm not here just to cart around your boxes.
No, it's your box, and I want the nice folks at home to, in this chat entity, to see the fireworks.
I figured we'd wait until nighttime. Especially
no, the
since...
actual box of fireworks, so they know what they're in for.
Chat, look, we have a box of fireworks for you.
There, now you're learning. Madness. It affects the best of us, but nothing left to do but to humor it. Squish talking to whomever it is.
Well, you know, Madame Octavia has opened my eyes to the other realm.
Who's Octavia?
Olivia?
Olivia, that's it. Oh, yes, a fine lass it was.
My dear love. She's not here, is she? She's not at this one.
No, she's at Plunder Outpost, and from last time I remember, she never even knew your name. Not like my situation. That one tavern lass whose name I can't seem to remember.
Captain, have you forgotten the entirety of my backstory?
You'll have to forgive me a little bit. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I know I've got it written down here somewhere. Give me a second. Let's see.
Guys, while the
No, that's
captain
not it.
looks, we had backstories for every single character aboard our ship. Every single crew member had their own backstory. Madame Olivia played a huge role in mine, in that it was our torrid love affair that brought me away from my life as a mercenary. So,
Yes, here it is. Gothic fan fiction entry number 4.
or should we stay and get Stormfish?
I'd much rather get the movement going.
Okay.
Your ship. Would you like to take the wheel, or for old time's sake, I do?
I think it's best if you do, Captain. We're headed north by northwest.
North by northwest. Wish set the sails.
Aye, Captain.
And angle them slightly to the starboard side. There you be. And, as my old catchphrase was back in the day, maintain ship integrity. Remember how often I would say that?
Have you ever said that, Captain?
You clearly do not remember. I said that a lot to you in the crew. What? Lightning just struck me. But I didn't lie. I swear I didn't lie. There were multiple times in our voyages where I would tell the crew, you yourself included, but I think you were in the crow's nest, so it was mainly the other two maintaining the sails. I digress, but I would often say maintain ship integrity, as in make sure the sails are properly maintained, make sure our supplies are organized. I do remember saying that quite a lot.
It makes sense. You know why I don't remember it? Being in the crow's nest, I didn't have to listen all that much.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. Yes. Little girl is making biscuits, and it is very adorable.
No. It's so good to have the two of them back.
Indeed.
Bohemia.
Okay.
A what? Also, hey Slayer. Oh, I didn't say hi to you guys. Hi Mutant. Hi Ghoul. Hi Slayer. Nice to see you all.
Oh, the souls of the dead continue to haunt the deep recesses of Squishy's brain. Or maybe it's schizophrenia. I don't even know. So much time has passed. I know my own eccentric nature has only been exacerbated in my solitude.
Captain speaking in tongues again.
I've always had a very advanced case of atypical vocabulism, as you could call it.
I straight up thought you were going to say ADD.
No. I know how to add. It's division that I struggle with.
I should probably make sure that we're on track.
We are, north by northwest.
Well,
Just going around this island.
sail off starboard. Lucy, do you lie? Lucy, are you bringing lies to this chat? Oh, never mind, that's a 4. Hey, Infernal. Yeah, I get it. If the motion sick isn't gonna let you, but we appreciate you at least listening to us. Doof has lots of words. Isn't that right, Doof?
Oh, indeed. Many words, many enunciations, many syllables, many such noises.
Yeah, Doof's good at the noises.
Yeah.
So our plan is we are headed
Sure.
to adventure indeed. We are headed to Sailor's Bounty in the Sea of Plenty. Sailor's Bounty is going to give us access to the stone isle hoppers, as well as anything...
Shores of Plenty.
What did I say?
Sea of Plenty. Continue.
We're going to want to head due west, Captain.
Due west. Turning port.
Oh, God. This
Needs-
sky is so pretty.
Need sail adjustment swish whenever you get a moment. Oh, I see what you mean about the sky.
Oh, and we're dealing
In
with some
fact-
leg.
It's inherent on the seas. In fact, we're not in a bit of a hurry. Why don't you go ahead and pull the sails up about halfway? We can cruise for a bit. Reminisce, if you will. Where are you? Oh, there you are.
I appeared downstairs.
I got it. I can maintain my own ship. I've run some solo voyages a time or two.
The
What?
leg!
Oh, it'll smooth out. It'll smooth out. It's just the seasickness and your own mental illness. Or maybe all those voices in your head. Who knows?
Speaking of the voices in my head, quick Squish, do a funny. Oh wait, I can do a funny. Captain, I need to stand next to you, because unless people were really paying attention during my last one, this will be the... Oh, it's dark out.
Oh, wait. Wait, no, let's make it more ominous. Come below deck. You look more menacing.
Okay. I'm gonna stand behind you for this.
Give me a moment. Let me see if I can.
How do I emote? There we go. There we go,
yes,
guys.
very formidable indeed.
I'm
Squish.
doing
Yes,
a
that's
funny.
The exact. Oh, a funny indeed.
Don't mind me as I get another slice of my dinner going.
Yes, quite impressive indeed. Not bad, not bad. Not like back in the day, of course. Your form seems to have slipped. Tis a shame. Even the most stalwart bachelors get crabs. I can do a funny too. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. No, not yet. Not till the end. Not till the end. Not till the end. You missed. Ah, you made little girl cry. Aren't you proud of yourself?
Old habits die hard, Captain. I'm sorry.
Oh no. You don't walk away from your responsibility like that. Get back here. Get back here.
It is the crow's nest. This is exactly my responsibility. Do you really want to come up here with me?
You apologize to that little girl right now.
Captain. There you go. Me and little girl will watch the seas.
There. Now we're all happy. As someone who has, in the past couple of years, become a cat owner, their happiness is paramount.
Cat happiness is everything.
Indeed.
Well,
And I
here
will not have it compromised for petty grudges.
then don't cause petty grudges, Captain.
Don't give me material for jokes.
Slayer says, while we're here, I just wish to remind you that a 2019 comic, Moon Knight, crashed an entire commercial airliner into Taskmaster to prove he can't have his fighting style copied. What?
Oh, The loot from the wreck goes in our cargo hold, in our cargo hold, in our cargo hold. The loot from the wreck goes in our cargo hold across the open sea.
Marvel Comics. Got it. I'm gonna have to clip that and put that next to the loot on the bus.
Mine's a bit more satisfactory.
Man, you really want me to go ham with those bombs.
No, I don't. I'm trying to get our old repertoire going. I have a lot of pent-up sass, snark, and banter, and it needs to come out, Squish, or else it forms as a mental illness, of which I have none, for I am perfectly sane, you see. I totally have not had no one to talk to but myself these past few years.
Yeah, I spent the last 2 years on the seas, you know, making connections. The captain got stuck on an island for a while. We're gonna want to head
I was on a piece of driftwood, I was. My best
west
friend was
by
a skull.
northwest, Captain.
West by northwest. There is a ship just spawned in at the port on our port side. Has some kind of flag. See if it's an emissary.
Well, that would not be an emissary flag, Captain. The one that got away.
Yeah.
Or am I crazy? No, that's not an emissary. There's nothing on their rear. I do want to check.
'Tis always shame when something has a disappointing rear.
The Reapers appear to be gone.
I will for sure mourn their loss over a cup of ale, I will. No, I won't.
Thank you for the clarification, Captain. I'm sure everyone was very confused.
Yes. Well, in their defense, not many of the voices in your head would know about my own thoughts upon the Reaper debacle back in the early days, and how I called out its hypocrisy, I did. Sheer hypocrisy!
Little girl sounds, looks like she would really like to hear that story. Captain.
Yes, I suppose. Where shall I begin? Well, I believe I should begin before the crew of the old Silver Fang, wherever it may be, was established, before we became a stalwart band of adventurers upon this Sea of Thieves. I was out on my own, as oft I am, and I was learning my way about, my place in this ocean, this sea, this wonderful place of danger. And I learned that there were some things you could pick up from all sorts of people upon this sea, whether it be the treasure hunters, the explorers, the ones who just want to level up their reputation. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. Their reputation with the various factions. But there was one absolute amongst all of them. You needed to learn to defend yourself. And bear in mind, for context, to avoid being bothered by other such ships and crews so I could do what I wish in peace, I would not sail around in a ship. No, 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 no. I would teach myself navigation through memory by going around on a rowboat, going from island to island, manually rowing, gathering what I could, and slipping underneath the sight and awareness of other crews. I would never appear on a map. That is important for the next part of this story. So, on one such venture into the wilds, the watery wilds, I decided I needed to learn a couple of tricks on player versus player, sailor versus sailor, pirate versus pirate. Because, like it or love it or hate it, having to engage in combat is an inevitability in this career of ours. And so I got a rowboat, and I went to. If you were near the map, you might be able to see one, but there is a particular item that pops up above the waters every now and again that everybody can see. It is a very high value item, and everyone can see where it is. So if you pick it up and carry it around, people can track it.
This is what the captain is talking about.
Thank you for context, Wish. So I decided to test my luck while also doing a bit of an experiment in diplomacy and education toward myself. For there was a reaper sailing about in the waters. Now, reapers, for those of you at home, reapers are the more aggressive faction of the various groups across the seas. They are all about pillaging, plundering. Oh, I'm sorry, you were saying?
I don't know what just happened.
What? Oh, squish overboard!
I'll, meet you on the other side of the island, Captain.
And in the middle of my story too, I can't have a single moment to myself, glory hound.
But I found us a rowboat.
I suppose I can forgive this little transgression.
Look, there was a boom. I was off of the ship and I took damage. I don't know what happened. Because there's no one around us.
There was no such boom on my end. I am beginning to worry about your mental state, Squish. It wasn't normally this bad.
I'm fine. Mutant says that the perfect amount of sanity is 0.7071%. So if you are perfectly sane, you are 0.7071% sane. Is that an accurate...
I have a better saying. If ye... Go ahead.
Is that an accurate representation of your sanity?
Are you speaking to me directly?
Yes.
I don't believe in such percentages. I follow a very personal philosophy where, and you can write this down, mind you, if you label yourself as normal, if you consider yourself quote-unquote normal, then there might actually be something wrong with you. Because just like the word perfection, it is an illusion. There is no normal. There is only individuality.
But you, Captain, claimed yourself perfectly sane.
When did I say that?
What does that say about you?
I am memorable.
Oh, Captain.
May I continue my story, or shall you find other means of interrupting me?
Continue your story, Captain.
Where was I?
I don't remember. I was knocked off the ship and have a concussion.
Let me think for a moment. I'm doing my thinking pose right behind you, and I'm not getting any attention. That's better. Let's see. Ah, yes. I remember now. The fruit stone.
Ooh.
It's about to burn.
Captain.
Squish,
Captain.
it's about to burn.
I wanted you to see it.
I'm sorry. I was looking at it.
Gives us emissary rep.
Okay, I just saw black smoke and I panicked, okay? I remember our old cook.
It will smoke a little bit while it's cooking. That's perfectly normal. Now, you can keep talking. I'm going to start fishing.
Alright, so, back to my story. So I was out on the rowboat, and I got this Reaper's chest, because, another big note, Reapers get extra bonuses if they are the ones that turn this in. So my plan was to lure a Reaper in and then put on the old Von Doof charm to see if I could negotiate a bargain in exchange for a percentage of my loot and the chest without a fuss in exchange for some advice, some tricks, tips, on how best to approach combat with another ship. And it worked out quite well, but in an unexpected way. Where you see, I went through a storm and just paddled my way through many such dangers until a ship that was not the Reaper was looking for me. I saw one of them as the ship sailed within 50 yards of me. They were expecting another ship. No one expects a madman to be rowing about on a rowboat. And so they were looking for me, and then the Reaper came into sight up near a island, I believe. I think I remember which island it was. Give me a moment. Let's see. It was either Cannon Cove or Wanderer's Refuge. Yes?
Something knocked me off the ship again.
I don't know what is going on, Squish. I'm not doing anything.
I would blame lag, but I keep getting damaged.
I genuinely don't know what's going on. Sincerely, I wish I had the answer.
No, I know you don't have the answer. I'm very confused.
Would you rather fish on the shoreline and not on the ship?
No. Do you want to? So if any skeletons come up, you can. Yeah,
well,
the sword.
I mean, if you get on, yeah, with the sword. But I mean, there's lots of smaller islands, plenty of safe spots to fish. But I'll join you ashore. I'll finish that story another time. I'm going to skip straight to our antagonism to the Reapers. So, Reapers, as stated, are the very aggressive faction. They'll kill anything, anyone, and they're the free-for-all, everything goes mentality. Doesn't matter where it comes from. They're all loyal to one banner, one flag, in pursuit of the, and I quote, true pirate's life. The concept of loyalties to various creeds is blasphemous to them. Now, here is where the hypocrisy comes in. They are themselves cultists and not actually in pursuit of freedom. They are in pursuit of oppression under the dreaded Captain Flameheart. And that is where I point out the hypocrisy on why many people would criticize, well, Captain Von Doof, if you seek to be a true pirate, why not ally yourself with Reapers? Because I'm not a cultist. And from that day forward, ever since I discovered the Reapers' true colors, I made myself an enemy of them. And there was the time we waged a bitter war against them. We would pursue Reapers and beat them at their own game, and help, assist any other pirates that would be their victims. You want me to move the ship?
I mean, I could move my body. I feel like moving my body would be easier.
There is the option of sailing around on a rowboat and just fishing from the rowboat.
Do you want to fish on the rowboat?
I do. I have much sentimental attachments to a rowboat.
Let's get on the rowboat.
A lot of good memories on a rowboat. Whoop. Keg taken care of. My marksmanship. How I missed it.
What's Cap yapping about? Cap is yapping about Reapers. Yep. The Reapers of the open seas have long been an enemy of our crew. Captain in particular, though, has a vehement grudge against them.
They are worthy adversaries when they are capable of doing more than being petty. So I do admire them for tenacity, but yes, I believe every good story needs a villain. And for ours, the Reapers were most definitely the villain.
I see birds.
Let us go then. I think you can keep fishing while I'm doing this, by the way.
Okay.
Do you remember how it was evidently clear that I was the only one who knew how to properly paddle?
I could row the rowboat, Captain.
I'm not referring to you specifically.
A vendetta, if you will.
I just
Yes,
mean-
Mad Lad. Captain has a vendetta against the Reapers. Also, it occurs to me, I don't know how good I feel about leaving our ship with a emissary raised.
We've usually had good fortune with that, and risk, no reward.
I mean, we could bring the ship over here.
Adventure, squish adventure.
Captain's only saying that because it's not the ship that he paid for. It's my ship.
That is not why I'm saying that, and you know damn well that I don't know what happened to the other ship.
Oh, so you lose your ship, and it's fine to lose my ship.
Don't put words in my mouth, Squish. Is it so wrong that I simply just wish to paddle offshore and have a little bit of risk being out here in open water, just for the sheer thrill of it?
I don't want to lose my ship, Captain. We have
You will not lose
supplies
your ship,
aboard
Squish.
our ship.
I know we have supplies. I gathered them.
The ship's gonna get the
Speaking of
flushed
which,
away
we sh-
treatment. Mad Lad, no, that's not what I want to hear. Okay, but we are at a shipwreck.
Yes.
Ah,
I'm coming in for supplies as we speak. And remind me next time to bring the storage crate.
I think I am going to bring the ship over here because I would like to I would like to fish for wreckers over here. So while you gather
Pussy.
supplies, I'm gonna go get the ship.
Pussy!
You're lucky I don't have any bombs on me, Captain. Oh. I don't know what's going on in Deep Rock Galactic right now, but I just played 2 missions back to back with a Sea Taker mission between. And a driller came in and speedran the mission, almost costing us. But it doesn't end there. The elimination mission was barely a success. The eggs mission, however, was quickly squandered by the driller via bulk detonator. The community is losing their minds. What the heck?
Is that Lucy?
No, that's Mad Lad. I think you and Mad Lad
Mad
would
Lad.
Enjoy each other's company.
Going by the name alone, I like the cut of their jib. Also, if I'm talking too much, please just feel free to tell me to shut up. I'm just a little stimulated in having company.
Captain. You're the captain.
Just saying.
Yes. It is not my place to tell you to shut up. Also, this
It
was why I
is
said,
because,
"Oh
well,
no," when you said you were cracking open a Red Bull.
It hasn't. Okay, that was 5 minutes ago. It doesn't hit that fast.
I don't know. Ghoul says no. Captain needs to speak more. It's all in caps lock, so I'm assuming that they wanted me to shout it.
Ah, I understand. Well, also, it's been a very long time. I'm getting on in years, so I figured popping a little bit of an energy drink would get me back to a fragment of my former vigor.
Well, remember, if the energy lasts 4 hours or more, seek medical help.
No.
Hey, that's my line!
No, you say it differently.
No.
The O's a bit dragged out more.
No.
That's better. Exaggerated a bit, but I always enjoy a good theatrical flair. As you oft are want to know, I am a bit of a musical enthusiast. This is the part where you tell the nice folks at home about my musical enthusiasm.
Yeah, Cap does a lot of music.
And I'm very humble about it, too.
You know what I associate with Cap? Humble.
Indeed, humility, integrity, and no small amount of physical appeal.
That's Cap for you.
Indeed, a paragon of humility I be.
Hey Phil, nice to see you. And Cap, Mad Lad wants to say, be careful, those fluctuations in your heart may not all be good for you.
Fluctuations in my heart. Oh! I don't know what you're talking about.
The energy drink, I think.
I know what I know. What
Okay. Okay.
I'm being facetious, Squish, and you're ruining it for me.
Cap, I think you're just being difficult at this point.
Is there any other way I meant to be? I mean, you did invite me along.
That's true. I knew what I was signing up for. I knew.
Indeed.
When I found you on that island, alone, with the keg of ale, I knew what I was signing up for, but I saved you anyways.
A keg of ale and my good friends, Scully the Skull. And I forget about the other one because we had a bit of a falling out. Something about a woman.
Captain would not let us throw out the skull for 2 months after we rescued him.
He was my best friend, he was. Very headstrong.
Now would be the time that I'm going to read Mad Lad's message to you. Captain. Stop Captain. Captain. God, never mind. I can't say words right. That's a woman? Yes. Well, whatever Doof thought was a woman on the island anyways.
A woman? Where? Gimme!
Before we could convince him that we were, Captain.
Hold still, I got the bastard. There, it's dead. It won't be hurting anyone anymore.
So Captain gets bored when I'm fishing. Just so you guys know.
I have what you would call an insatiable appetite for addicting adventure and onomatopoeia. Or would that be alliteration? Yes, that would be alliteration. My mistake.
Woman, coffee, Cap.
I do enjoy a nice brew. Now I believe it's time for one of my favourite songs, local to this oceanary, adventurous land of paradise. I practiced under the not-so-famous pirate Jester Jones. That was a very, very troubled man.
Please regale chat with his troubled life, as you have the crew on many occasions.
I'd rather not, actually. He was not as cheerful as the name would suggest, I'll tell you that right now.
I didn't want chat to be misled.
Oh, no. Believe me, that was a very, very angry young man. And I totally didn't make him up just now.
Should we go back to an island where you won't be bored, Captain?
I'm actually very content right now. I'm enjoying the scenery. I am enjoying a very healthy dose of camaraderie and conversation. I'm actually quite content.
Okay, Captain. I'm happy to hear
Yes.
that.
Indeed. If it would amuse the people at home, I can start pretending to be bored.
No, the people at home are fine. They are happy to have our presence, Captain.
People in Squish's head who are residing comfortably at home, thanks for tuning in, by the way. Make sure to drink your Ovaltine. Would you like to see what happens when I'm bored?
Chat, you can answer that honestly, but it's gonna happen at some point anyways. You could just give me this and let me relax for a little bit.
I want everyone in the mystical realm of chat to do something real quick. I would like everyone to say at once, "Fish for the squish," spelled with 2 E's. And just type that as many times as you would like. Fish for the squish.
No, because that's spam and YouTube will flag that.
Oh. Okay, moderation. Just do it once. Fish for the squeeze.
And Mad Lad is of course on it.
Fish for the squeeze.
I have fish to cook.
Fish for the squeeze.
Ovaltine, I'll settle for the Red Rider. We are happy to provide new information with guarantees that we might accidentally get stuff correct. Excellent. That's what I like to hear, mutant.
Someone caught the reference. By the way, have you ever seen this piece of loot before?
I
This
read
is new.
something about that. I don't remember what it is.
I am going... Why is there a book on the floor?
When we found that pile of stuff when we first logged in, there was a captain's log with it.
Oh! Well, let's have a look-see. Noteworthy, eh? There was absolutely nothing written here.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really say anything. I just figured, you know, if we're passing by Reapers or something.
There's nothing here, though. It's worthless.
Well, it's still worth something.
It's worthless. It's worthless. It's a blank book.
The Reapers don't care. You think the Reapers can read? Captain.
That is actually a very good point. But then again, that conflicts with my... I hate repetition, but it conflicts with my need for a conflict of interest as far as the Reapers are concerned. So I'm feeling a little at odds about letting them have anything. But I will trust your judgment.
We have been over this.
I
need to up my rep with them. It is the only one I haven't gotten to 75 because you would not let us turn in any loot to them.
Oh no, we every once in a while, only on the most prized possessions, if you recall correctly, but I will adhere to your judgment. I've always been in the pursuit of good stories over gold. But the gold is nice too.
You didn't finish your other story, by the way.
I'm going to start it. I'm going to finish it. And I'm hoping that you don't have another spasm that takes you off the ship again.
I love that the moment you said spasm, my character did in fact leap forward.
That doesn't fill me with confidence.
I'll be very quiet with my spasms this time, okay? Even if I take damage, because the captain doesn't care if I take damage, apparently.
Yes. It's rude, Squish. We must always have manners. We are people of decorum, after all. What would Olivia think?
You wouldn't know what Olivia would think, because you never bothered to get to know her.
That's why I was asking you.
Tell your story,
That's why
Captain.
it was a question. All right, so
I think it's
back
called
to
rubber
the-
banding, says Mad Lad.
it's called lack of manners.
Oh,
All right,
go ahead.
there I was, right on the borders of a storm, where I was right within eyesight of another ship, but they weren't looking for a rowboat. And there we were, getting close to an island where they theorized there had to be a ship on the other side. And there was. But, much to their unpleasant surprise, and my increase in anxiety of the situation, it was the Reaper that I wished to get in contact with. Both of these ships thought the other had the great prize that was in fact in my possession. I rowed away to a safe distance where I could still witness the battle that ensued, and ensue it did. Cannon fire, bombs, flames, gunpowder, and the distant clashing of swords, even though I did not see the hands that wielded them. The battle continued until I saw the Reaper perform a feat I have not seen a ship do since, and I have only been able to pull off once. They sent a man aboard the enemy brigantine, and as soon as the anchor on the non-Reaper ship was dropped, they were in deep enough water to where they hooked their harpoon into the opposing ship and went full speed ahead while harpooned to the ship. And what followed was they were. I don't know the exact terminology, so I'm going to use something a bit more modern. They were doing donuts around the ship while at the perfect angle to continue to blast cannon fire into the ship continuously in a circle of death. The fight was over in less than a minute once that had happened. Once the dust settled, and once the ship's creaking mass fell below the water, they began to scour the wreckage like vultures over a carcass, and I overheard them speaking and asking questions on where the whereabouts of the great prize was. They were looking at the map and saw it was somewhere nearby, but they couldn't find it on the ship that they believed it was on. That is when I went to introduce myself. And as stated earlier, I put on the old Captain Von Doof charm and gave my iconic "Ahoy there, mateys!" as my very recognizable greeting, as I took the risk of me, a lone man with nothing more than a rowboat, a few trinkets, and an uncanny ability for conversation, approached the bloodthirsty brigands of the sea and offered them my proposal that I would hand over everything without a fuss, if only to have a few moments of their time to learn a bit of the knowledge they'd accumulated from being such bloodthirsty and efficient killers. Me and their captain sat aboard my rowboat and had a conversation, while the other two picked the rowboat completely clean of everything that I owned, but I dared not speak up about it at risk of getting my own life claimed. Surprisingly enough, he was a decent conversationalist. He explained to me a couple of tricks, showed me a very handy trick on how to take down somebody's mast with their own cannon, provided it's a sloop. And it's easier when you have someone else to get the angles right, but still, very valuable information for me, a young pirate still starting out and learning my way in the world. By the end of it, we had a few drinks on their ship, and they even gave me some of my loot back. And to this day, that has been the only positive interaction I've had with a Reaper. And dare I say, that may have been the only time that I've ever met a Reaper with a capability for conversation besides vulgarity. But I got what I needed from them. I learned what I wanted to learn, and I applied that knowledge to this day in self-defense on adventures, such as the one me and our good friend Squish is on.
I don't think you ever told me about the taking down a mast with one's own cannon on a sloop.
Say again?
I don't think you ever told me about that trick.
Oh, well, once you're done with that fish, I'll demonstrate. It's not, it's a bit, it's a very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a very situational bit of knowledge. And it's been so long, I don't know if it's even possible anymore with the way they advance ship construction and cannon maintenance, but if it's still possible, it's still a neat little trick.
The mutant does point out that we have a mast to demonstrate on. Okay, I got the fish.
Indeed. Just give me a moment, all that storytelling's left me a bit parched.
Okay, I'll cook a fish while you, slurp.
Throw in some chips with it, I'm feeling a little peckish.
I forgot I caught a trophy.
You know, like, all joking aside, I could really go for a plate of scallops right now.
Ooh, that does sound good.
Yes. Scallops, some collard greens.
I just did. Oh, okay.
Frustration, Squish?
It continually keeps giving me the tutorial for disguise and hiding, even though I have done that every time that I have logged in. Oh, Captain, I can teach you something.
Oh?
Come up here.
Coming up.
Go over on the other side.
Okay.
Crouch and face the
Okay.
wall.
This would have been very handy a few years back.
Right?
In our prime. Although I still wish we could use daggers or something to be able to hold on to the sides, because the fingertips being visible is a bit disadvantageous.
Yeah, but if you did that, then it'd be a little unfair to the other. That being said, could you imagine? Remember the times when we've had this full of loot? Mm-hmm. Imagine that, and in the middle of it.
Oh yes, that.
And then combine it with the traps that they've introduced. Throw some of those down in the middle of that pile.
Yes.
So they get stuck, and then you burst out from the chest.
Plus the fact that they've added throwing knives.
Oh, and I've seen some clips of those being very effective.
Yes.
I am debating. Okay.
It's still very difficult for me to give up anything that isn't the good old cutlass and pistol combo, you know. Let me see if I've still got it. Yep, still got it.
Captain.
He is.
You're supposed to be showing me the cannon trick.
Hold on. Let me, just finish this up here. That is
I'm sorry,
quite unnecessary. Alright, I'm done. Alright, let's see if I remember this. It's been so long. It was one of my first voyages. So, the sails are not necessary to be rolled up, but it is easier to target when they are rolled up. So again, to be clear, this is most advantageous if you manage to wipe out the crew and if you have someone else to help you out with this. Otherwise, it takes too long. So you want to angle... I believe that's the angle. Make sure you have a chain shot. And let's see if I do. I do indeed. And Squish, could you angle the sails a bit more to the starboard side? I'll let you know when to stop. Right there. Nope, you can't do it anymore. Let me try it again.
Yeah, no
Nope.
damage.
Yep.
Ah, that would have been
Back in
cool
the
to
day-
know back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this game sure has changed for the better in many ways.
Agreed. I am so excited to be flying under a Hunter's Call emissary.
It is long overdue. I am happy for you, to be honest.
100%.
Very honest.
Oh, crap. Well, now I'm torn because we found a shipwreck. Ah, there'll be other
Mhm.
shipwrecks. Do we want to do the fishing quests?
When we go to drop off, let's pick up one. We got time. Remember, we are here purely for our sakes. We are not on a rushed schedule. We are not 9-to-5ers out here. This is the part where you agree.
Aye, Captain.
That's better.
I took the food off the stove, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Oh, a pirate's life be a wonderful life, be it on or over the sea. Give me a career as a buccaneer, is the life of a pirate for me. Oh, the life of a pirate for me.
You know what story you should tell? Because I did a poor job of it a few days ago. Shores of Gold.
Which part?
Uh,
That was a whole quest line, you know.
yes.
That was a multiple chaptered adventure. That is a
You can give highlights. I was talking about the part where you gave us all clear instructions and none of us knew where we ended up.
Oh, yes, the near conniption fit I had. Oh, yes. Let's tell that story.
It was very funny.
It was at the crux of our quest where we finally attained the Shroud Breaker to go beyond the mystical confines of this oceanic arena which we find ourselves in now. Believe it or not, there is a border. And to go too far is to invite doom. But there is a way to breach through it. The legendary Shroud Breaker, and we had gone through many perils and dangers, twists and turns, in order to piece together this artifact that would allow us to temporarily break free in order to reach the mystical shores of gold, a land of untold riches and glory to those who return and who return alive. And so we did. Through teamwork, dedication, tenacity, and no small amount of strategy on my part, we managed to pull off this legendary feat, and we arrived at the shores of gold. And upon arrival, I, being one of preferred strategery in such quests, decide we need to tread carefully, but we need to act efficiently. So I gathered the crew around the table, and we shorted out the island in which we were at, plotted our best means of exploring to find whatever it was we needed in order to proceed. Pardon my mushmouth for a moment. And I gave everyone designated areas. I would sail around the island, and one at a time, the crew would jump off and explore one part of the island, and then meet back in the middle once something was discovered on each man's part. I would take the east side, since we came in from the west, I believe. And so we circled around, and the first person went off to the north, The second one dropped off right on the east side. I sailed about. And then the next one dropped off south. And I believe that was Squish's side. Squish was for the south. And then I went to the east side. Within 2 minutes, my search was well underway on the east side, and I shouted out to the rest of the crew across the island where everyone was. And
Captain.
the one who...
Captain, not to disagree with you, but I don't think you had even left the ship before you asked us where we were.
No, I distinctly remember having boots on the ground because I was part of the search as well. Because we were supposed to meet up.
Okay, aye, Captain.
Yep. Trust me, I remembered this frustration.
Nah,
you don't forget you don't forget a strategy like that falling apart so spectacularly.
As a proper crew will bring to you.
Indeed. Anyway, where was it? Yes. And I shouted out to the isle, to the crew upon the isle, how their search was going. Because mine turned up a few clues here or there, but I wanted all pieces of this puzzle. And remember how everyone had designated areas? Well, the man who was supposed to be on the north was in the east, the man who was supposed to be in the west was in the middle, and Squish had no idea where they were. And to which he, understandably, sympathetically, empathetically, and diplomatically motivated to scream out to the heavens, "Where the hell is everybody?" Although I was much louder at the time. And don't worry, we eventually pieced it together once we grouped up and decided not to go the Scooby-Doo split up and search for clues. No, that did not work with this bunch.
No, I think we ended up having to take on most of the puzzles two at a time, two pirates at a time.
Yes, the buddy system. Because, God forbid anybody goes without supervision. I mean, you leave Joy unsupervised long enough, the ship catches on fire because food's left on the stove. Good times.
Indeed. I miss having a cook.
Wait. Oh, you seem to have a fish there. I'll take care of this. Line it up. I'll get the bugger. Ah, I'm out of bullets. Here, bring him here. I'll whack him with the butt of a pistol.
No. No. Captain, we've
I'll
talked
jump in
about
there after
this.
him. I'll jump. I'll get him. Just let me at him. I'll bring him back for you, Squish.
No.
I'm raring to go.
No. My fish.
I'm right here.
Mine.
I've got my sword in hand. I've got it.
And then we turn away so Captain can't... God damn it. Well, at least go cook it up. When the mastermind bad guy tells the min...
This fish? This is the one you mean, right? Just making sure that I don't cook the wrong fish.
No! The other fish you have in your hand.
Is it this one? Oh, I see. Going the old catfishing with your arm route. That doesn't really work in the open seas, I hear. You have to be in muddy waters. And you're only supposed to put your arm in, not the whole body. That's alright, Squish. There's still much to learn.
Where is he? Where is he?
Oh my word!
You missed treasure before.
I did, and I found the greatest of them all.
Oh. Yeah, that's a thing now.
Oh, I wish these were around back in the day. Could you imagine how many sharks we could have killed with this?
I didn't even think about
Im-
that.
Imagine bringing down a megalodon with these. Imagine getting the final blow, like, what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Captain Ahab with Moby Dick, except he actually kills the thing.
Okay, speaking of Moby Dick, I read an insane article the other day. There are some whales that have some whales that are currently alive that were born before 1850.
Yeah,
I guess I just
they
never
live.
thought about
Yeah,
how extremely long whales
there was a
live.
I keep I keep seeing this article pop up every now and again about this particular shark in Greenland, I want to say. It's been around for almost 400 years. It was born in the 1600s.
Holy shit.
Indeed. There is much respect needs to be paid to the creatures that live below the waters.
Much respect indeed, and that's why I stay the fuck out of the ocean.
You say as you wrench one from its home to butcher and cook.
Yeah, but I mean the real ocean. The ocean's scary, man. These are just the creatures we know about, right? And like, it wasn't
Indeed.
until recently that we got video evidence of frickin' the giant squid. Like, we knew that they existed, right? That
Yes,
was.
yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah.
But we hadn't recorded them until that point. Oh, Ghoul
I
knows
tell you
what.
one thing.
Ghoul knows what shark you're talking about.
Hey, a man of educationaries. I tell you another thing. Look at the things that lived in our seas in prehistory, and there are some real terrors then. The spear. Oh, the spear. When you put it down, it's the coolest way possible.
You stick it
I
in the
absolutely
floorboards.
adore it. Yes.
So I accidentally took down a skeleton ship while I was streaming the other day. And one of the pieces of loot was a harpoon. And so it was, I harpooned the harpoon, and when I turned around, it was just sticking up behind me.
You know, Squish, you really are my closest friend.
That's why I'm your first mate, Captain.
Indeed, which is why I'm going to go ahead and apologize. What fish is that you have?
It is a sunwrecker, and if you snap my line, I will end this stream right here, Captain. Do not tempt me, Captain. You have no idea how many times I have gone out looking for a shipwreck and been unable to find one. Don't even, Captain.
How about now?
Where are you?
Hold still. That was all I wanted to do.
My bones!
Yay! Broken Bones McGee.
This is why there's never any food aboard ship.
Look at the bottom barrel and say that again.
No Reapers have spawned, have they?
Let me check. Oh. Whoa! Oh no, that's bad news.
Oh yeah, we're not over there. That's not a
I
Reaper,
actually,
it's fine.
I wish. How far away is that? It's in the
It
Royals.
is...
I'm not going. I'm not. I know what ship that is. I believe that's the Burning Blade. I think that is. I've always wanted to see that thing up close. So if we get within a reasonable distance where it won't spot us, I will try. Considering anyway, it will depend upon the circumstances at the time, to take the rowboat and have a good look-see at the legendary Burning Blade. Because you also remember how much I was itching, chomping at the bit for a shot at Flameheart, which never happened.
Aye, Captain. You do know that he's at Reaper's hideout now, right?
Unless I can fight him, I don't care. I was wanting a showdown with him, not a conversation.
Lurking while decapitating lawn. That's a way to describe that mutant. All I know is that I was unprepared to walk into Reaper's hideout. I had like 2 things that I needed to sell. And there he sat.
So he's back, finally, after all these years.
He's back.
So you're telling me that after years and years of anticipation and waiting and preparing, he only comes back when we go through a temporary retirement.
Yes. That is exactly what happened. Hello,
That
welcome to chat.
Son of a bitch.
Nice to see a new face.
Who is it? A new person in your little mind?
I am... Yes, it is. I'm having trouble reading the font that their name is in, unfortunately. But I appreciate you popping in.
That's all right. Literature was never your strongest suit, Squish. That's why
Captain.
You have me around. Mm-hmm. Yes.
You once had me read a full story to you because the pictures were too scary. Don't...
Listen. It was a political thriller, and you know how much I hate politics.
It was a children's book.
Oh, it was not. I will not be slandered.
Captain will not be slandered, but he has no problem slandering his own crew.
Exactly. That's why I'm the captain.
I see the standards you hold, Captain.
Yes, indeed. And yet we're still friends after all these years, so I must have done something right.
That is true. We are indeed still friends. Ow, I bit my tongue.
Indeed. Whoa! I'm doing a thing and you're not paying attention to me.
Nope, because I'm fishing. And also nursing my sore tongue.
Oh, they're doing the thing, chat. Remember, a fish for the squeeze. Just one good time in the chat whenever it pops up. Fish for the squeeze.
We don't need Olive. I want to get a Meg, but every time I get the fire one. I always end up with the queen. The queen is always the one that ends up chasing me.
Yas, queen.
Oh, Captain.
Yeet, as the kids would say.
Captain? You are not on fleek. Stop.
I am on yeet. I must say, the sun is rather hot today. I think I'm going to have a drink real quick. Excuse me.
I can't be the only one who has an issue with that noise.
Ah, that was satisfying.
Yeah, that sounds pretty bad. Yeah. Yeah. And yet the captain likes to stand right behind me and pull that out.
So where are we going after this?
I figured we'd turn these in and pick up one of those quests.
Alrighty. I'll go ahead and have a charter course.
There's two different types of quests. One is the old fishing one that I really liked way back in the day. Or at least that's what it seems like. I've just read a description of it, and it seems like they brought that back. The other one is collecting ingredients.
Personally, let's do the fishing quests. Just relive some old days.
Well, I figured we'd do those, but we only have the opportunity to do 3 once again. Still really upset that every time they introduce this, they only let us do 3 of them. They finally have a fishing quest, and they're making it limited.
That is very bizarre. Yeah. We have 2 places to turn in. We can go to the Hunter's Call Outpost, the spoils of Plenty Shore, or Sanctuary Outpost, which is not that far from it.
I think we should go to the proper seapost. It feels wrong to go to the outpost. I'm not gonna lie.
I understand. Old habits. I completely understand.
Let's go at dawn. Sound good?
Let me check the time. Okay, that's not that far along.
I just figure that'll give me some time to catch some fish to cook up along our path.
Okay. Are we staying here, or are we just sailing about?
Well, once we pick up the quest, it'll tell us where to go.
Oh, I meant like when we leave at dawn. Like, are we leaving for there at dawn, or?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so until then, are we sailing about the area, or just staying here?
We're staying here so I can fish, so I can get things to cook, so I'm cooking when we go to the outpost.
I'm just asking for clarification if you want some mobility and change of scenery while the time passes.
But I had just put forward that plan. That was the plan I had verbalized.
I know, I'm just giving the specific details. Humor me!
I did not give you any more details than were already provided. Captain, I just feel like you don't listen to me.
What?
If I didn't have a fish on the hook right now, I'd bomb you.
Oh, you can't say that in an airport.
God damn it, Doof.
Ooh, when you catch that fish, your figurehead looks beautiful in the sunlight, so catch that quickly before the sun fades.
It's a trophy size, so it'll take the time that it takes to catch, Captain.
I understand.
And my renown has increased.
Stand where I'm standing and look at it.
That is pretty.
Told you.
Gamer would hate this figurehead.
Not a fan of spiders.
No, he in fact has arachnophobia.
I don't mind spiders as long as, they respect my personal bubble. I just remembered that Sea Dog's hideout still exists, and it's been empty for about, 3-4 years since the arena went down.
Yeah.
It's a bit depressing. And remember we had to solve the murder of the leader, and I believe the conclusion was a little disappointing. It was what's her name from what is now Port Merrick. She went to Skeleton, or was it Duke? It was one of them. Oh, do you remember Duke?
I do not, but I remember having to search for the clues in that one. And I really liked... I liked the process we went through, even though the story ended up being not that impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe we've almost fully leveled this up just by fishing and cooking.
It is the easiest things to acquire, when you think about it anyway.
Yeah, but it went a lot faster than I expected it to. I expected this to be a very slow emissary.
Time flies whenever you're enjoying what you do. It's been a very long time, and I realized that we've never actually established this. What exactly is my accent?
You're asking the wrong person. Chat, do you know what Von Doof's accent is?
I want to say it's derivative of a English dialect, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
I would agree with that.
Siren trophies don't count towards the hunter's call, do they?
I don't know. I don't know where you'd turn those in. Maybe. Because
I see.
Be equivalent to mermaid, right?
Yes, we could get a few mermaid gems for a little bonus, and there just so happens to be an undersea vault over yonder.
Okay. Okay.
If you are picking up what I'm throwing down.
I just remember struggling with those, personally.
Well, you've got me, and you know how reliable I am in a fight.
You've been alone on an island for months, Captain.
Yeah.
You don't think
you're? Yes, I know how to.
Perhaps
I know how to survive.
Rusty?
Well, only one way to find out.
Okay, I'll start cooking this up if you want to start moseying over there.
All the fine folks in the realm of chat, say it with me. An adventure!
Chat, you don't have to do anything he says. I want you to know you're your own people. Just because he's the captain doesn't mean he's in charge of you, chat. I'm in charge of you.
A friend. I am also a friend. I am the friend. Thank you, Squish.
You're welcome, Captain.
Why are you putting a T in there?
I don't know.
Why is it?
I was really hoping that you wouldn't pick up on that, but yeah, I didn't call you Captain. I straight up called you Cat. Yes, Ghoul, you are still your own person, even though you also said adventure. You, as your own person, chose to say that. You are still your own
You know what
person.
that's? You know what that says? They are their own person, but they have integrity. They have loyalty. They have trust. Admirable qualities.
I want my kitty. She squeaked.
What was that noise? Good.
That was a noise of happy.
Was that happy noise? Oh, look over yonder. An Ashen Lord has spawned. That is way over there.
We will definitely not be doing that.
No.
We are definitely too rusty for that.
I've always been the risk taker. I would jump at that opportunity, but not right now.
Well, I can drop you off, and then I'll get my ship to a safe range.
Here, for rechargeable health.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna load up on some other such foods. Oh, I missed a piece of loot.
Should probably actually
And
grab some food.
oh, there's a fish in the rowboat.
Would that be the one that you would...
It was this
Sandy?
one. Yeah, sand splash.
Sandy Wild Splash, okay.
I'll go ahead and cook it.
Oh, man.
Wait, don't go without me. I was cooking the fish. Give me a second.
You said that after I jumped in. I'm gonna find an oxygen vent and just kind of chill.
All right, I'm on my way down. Tally ho! I don't think if you pull out a cannonball while you're doing this, you sink faster.
Why would it make you sink faster if you already had it on your person anyways?
Listen, this is a place where we can shoot ourselves out of cannons and be perfectly fine.
Yes, and?
I believe there's some rules for wiggle room as far as laws of reality and functionality and practicality.
No.
But only as a technicality.
No.
I say yay. I say aye.
I say I should have brought bombs.
I say I am the bomb.
It's good to have you back, Captain.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoy the stream. There's a shark after you. Got him.
I'm drowning.
Eat food. Oh, there's an oxygen vent in that shipwreck. Let's get some air and then see how we get in this bloody thing. All right, let's see. Okay, there's another oxygen vent over there. Okay, just go ahead without me.
How are we supposed to figure out how to get in if we don't keep looking?
I wanted to have a look at where the next oxygen vent would be so we could get to our next vantage point. It's called strategy, my friend.
I don't strategize so well.
Well, that's why I'm here, and I'm the captain.
The captain? We just
I
accepting that
said
now?
captain. I said captain.
You said captain.
No, I said captain. Captain. Your
You
Honor,
said
my client,
captain.
please. Your Honor, my client,
You got a
pleads
shark?
Yaha. He's dead. I suppose it's through the top we go in? Oh, wait.
What?
Didn't we... I'm trying to remember. Didn't we have to find messages in a bottle to see which one of these were open? Otherwise, they're not active.
No, I thought it was
Or is
if
that...
the light's on, it's active.
Okay. You're right. Let's see. I hear music. I'm getting close to something. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You hear it too, right?
Yes.
Okay, we need to find the door quickly. They're on me! There's one coming towards you. I'm out of ammo. Come here. Ha! Have at thee, ye fishy bastard.
Oh, God.
Should we fall back and regroup?
Yes.
Okay. Heading up.
Yeah, I don't see an opening up here.
Yep, got another shark on you.
Honestly, after the sirens, don't care.
Oh,
like
do you
that.
remember when? You remember when they first showed up and you couldn't be in the water for more than 10 seconds before they showed up?
Yes.
They were all over the place.
You remember how I would scream as soon as they showed up?
Yes, I do.
Maybe they aren't active unless we find the bottle. It's another shark.
Did the ship just disappear?
Yep. Yep, did.
What? No. Oh wait, no, there it is. It was an optical illusion, Squish.
The lawn is decapitated. Excellent, mutant. Good on you.
Decapitate that lawn. Well, that was less than stimulating.
Well, I think it was very stimulating. I just don't think it was stimulating in the right way.
Fair
Well,
point.
let's get us to that outpost.
Sad adventure noises.
We're about to head on another adventure, though.
Yes, but I was hoping for some swashbuckling.
With electric lawn decapitator and Bluetooth headset, I was able to hear Captain's trick question, but not answer it. I don't remember what your trick question was.
I don't remember asking a trick question. I asked a trick question.
I mean, it does sound like you.
I'm drawing a blank. I must confess. If we pass by any familiar sights, point them out, and I might be able to remember a story about it.
I seem to recall getting stuck on top of those rocks once.
You personally or the ship?
Me. I jumped off of the ship to avoid the rest of you three.
Ah, yes, I do remember. We had to come back and get you, I think.
No, I think that was one of the times that I was like, nope, I'm good. This is my life now.
Ah, yes, I remember now. Is that a ship over on the port side?
No. Yes. Yes, it is. It looks like they just spawned in.
Okay.
It's a sloop. Lights still blaze.
Do you remember how we had to consistently remind people to remember to douse the lanterns?
Yeah.
Hunter's Call outpost coming up ahead of the starboard bow.
What?
The place we're going is coming up ahead.
It's straight ahead.
That's what I said.
Ain't no starboard about it.
That's what I turned to aim at it after I said it.
Well then it ain't no starboard anymore. Also, Mutant answered your Captain accent question.
Oh!
It's a captain's accent because he took over the town where it originated, allowing him to claim it.
I don't remember my days as a mayor, but that does sound like something I would do.
It actually
I did take over...
does.
Yeah. I did take over multiple ships that were not originally mine and established myself as captain of them before I officially had my own ship.
That is not a lie. He has done that.
Multiple times. It was almost second-hand.
Second nature?
That's what I said.
I fell off. I have the fish. Captain.
Captain. I'm coming.
Captain.
I'm on the way.
Captain.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm on the way.
I got the precious cargo, Captain.
The rowboat glitched out again.
Captain.
I'm getting on the ship. I'm turning it around. Give me a moment.
I will get to the ship. Don't worry. I'm most of the way there. But if you wanted to grab your harpoon gun...
Oh, yes. It is a thing we can do now.
Actually, by the time you grab it, I'm going to be there.
Alrighty.
Hi, Captain.
Hello, Squish.
I'm going to stand very still right here.
Why don't you sit down?
Because I'm holding a chest. I can crouch. I can crouch. Where does the chest go when I crouch?
I can't see you, so I can't tell you. It looks like it goes on your back. Yeah, it's on your back.
I love that. I love the details in this game.
farther out than I would have preferred. Is what it is. We're selling the mermaid gems here, right?
Yes.
Who let you in my galley?
Okay. Promotions.
Do they even have anything new? The Hunter's Call merchants never have anything truly impressive.
How do we...
Oh, you can buy from them now.
Yeah. How do we...
What?
How do we get the missions? The quest.
I think you have to go to the actual outpost for that.
Well...
Plunder outpost next.
Isn't that where the new ship had spawned?
I believe so. Well, we look formidable. We could probably chase them off.
We could just go down to Merrick.
Isn't he dead?
Merrick's port?
Port Merrick. Yes, indeed. Yes.
Also, I have officially reached 51 with the Hunter's Call.
Very nice. I'm 41.
You're looking good for your age, Captain.
Hey, that was a good one. I remember how competitive you used to be about that.
Yeah, but I win now, so...
Well, yes, because the Hunter's Call was always the priority for me.
Should have been. Now look how it's paying off.
No. Yes, fishing missions, indeed. Such riveting adventures. But the company is nice. I couldn't do it by myself, I suppose. I need some danger. I have different tastes, which is what makes me my own individual. And variety is the spice of life, after all. Is that Port Merrick off the port bow?
Yes, I do believe so.
Alrighty. Turning port.
Ah!
What?
I believe there is a ship not on behind the island to our starboard, but the island behind that island.
On our starboard.
On our starboard.
Starboard.
Never mind, it's a fort. I think all I'm seeing is fort decorations. I thought they were flags.
Heard.
I don't know, Captain. I'm too busy dancing in the crow's nest right now.
She's the dancing queen. Ever 17. Are you the dancing queen, Squish?
Apparently. My dance was weirdly in time with that.
I have good timing.
Eh.
I love that there are seagulls that fly alongside the ship now.
That is such a nice environmental change.
There are sea turtles out and about, I've heard, too.
I want sea turtle. I like turtles.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Do you want to turn in treasure while I get us our quest? Or do you want to get our quest while I turn in treasure?
It's your faction. It's your voyage. By all means, you do the honors. Can you help me with the ship and anchor while we go to dock?
Oh, my bones.
Ah, memories. Raise the sails about halfway.
I
And be ready on anchor on my mark.
ready on anchor. I think this might be the most cooperative chat has ever seen me.
I have that effect.
Don't give yourself too much credit on this. I just understand
I
when a
is.
team dynamic is important.
Yes. Mark. Perfect.
The horror of merchant ships when they see squish the red dancing as your ship gets closer to them.
Squish the red has a nice ring to it. I wonder if that should be your name that you go by. It's like Captain
No.
Doof.
No.
It does have a ring to it, you got to admit.
How do...
You do? I do very well. How do you do?
Oh, there's 2 Hunter's Call Emissary on this. How do I get...
I never met a fish I couldn't make tasty. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. There are always
Is
more
it possible
fish in
you
the
talk
sea.
to, what's her name, outside the taverns?
Lorena,
She did hand them out. She did hand them out last time.
I don't think so. Give me a
Worth
second. I'm
worth a
looking it up.
shot. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm trying to find the damn gold hoarders outpost. They're so damn hard to find now. This place is also backwards. Oh, there it is. Still wish there were ambient AI just doing something on these ports, especially this one. Like, make it look more lived in.
Oh, did they simplify it?
What do you do?
I'm double checking.
Also, can I get a little bit of praise for how perfect or to us both, honestly, how well we did docking this ship?
It was done very well, Captain.
Damn near perfect.
So you now do all voyages through the quest table. You no longer have to purchase them.
Oh, mixed feelings about that. I always enjoyed the manual labor of going and getting a new voyage. I understand the appeal, but much like with the new way harpoons work on the ship, I'm going to miss the immersive extra steps.
Diving
say there are-
voyage is unlocked. Diving to your voyage location is now available. Setting out on a voyage this way will see your ship dive beneath the waves quickly to reach the start of the voyage.
No. I refuse.
Can I finish reading this, Captain?
I don't like change, but proceed.
Any treasure on board your ship or emergent voyages will be lost to the sea when you dive. Be sure to sell treasure at an outpost or port before diving. That is interesting. It's an interesting mechanic.
I remember seeing that when they first implemented it. I don't dislike it, but it's not for me because of my love of going from one place to the other through sailing.
Yes.
I don't. Yeah.
Captain
That's
is
just my
very
personal taste,
old-fashioned.
though. Yes, indeed.
Well, I set it up, so we'll sail. Go ahead and vote on it.
Aye, aye.
Now I need to remember quests. I think I know where that is. Yeah, Crescent Isle. So it's directly northwest of
We were
us.
just... Yeah, we passed by that on the way here.
Yeah.
You know... Let's hit the tavern for a spot of ale first.
Only the Kraken and the Megalodon worry about what you taste like. Words of wisdom, mutant.
Words of wisdom indeed.
I don't know that the Kraken worries about what you taste like. I think, he's more concerned, she is more concerned, excuse me, with pulling you down under the waves.
Well, actually, no, there's more than one Kraken about. It was only the big... The Great Mother or something that was the definitive female. So the Krakens that we see out and about could be either or. Here's the entrance to the tavern. Hold on a second. I know just the song to pick. If you don't mind me taking lead for a moment.
I just picked this song, Captain.
Okay.
You come in here, you ruin my bit.
My apologies. I thought we were doing a thing.
If I get too close to you, you disappear. Choose your song, Captain.
All right. All right. This is to commemorate all of our adventures and our reunion this day.
Aye,
And
Captain.
a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3.
Captain, my attention span is waning.
All right, let's keep playing, but make our way back to the ship.
Oh, God. He would be good at playing the Happy Birthday Dirge, indeed, mutant.
Sentimentality with that song there is. Crescent Isle, that is just over yonder. Get ready to set sail, squish. And away we go. Drop the sails, please. And away we go.
I was gonna let us turn first, but
We need to develop your sense for the dramatic flair. How to be, as the kids would say, extreme. In order to obtain some of that cash money.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
No. Oh, we're gonna want to be on the port side of the island.
Port side, aye.
And supposedly, we should see them feeding on the surface.
What is it we are after?
Rare fish. We have 2 spots we need to find and fish at.
Oh, yes, I remember these now.
Okay, the first one should be straight out from the middle of the island.
Right up in the middle. Affirmative. This place looks familiar. I believe this was a spot we went to on our voyage for the what was the name? The Rose, something about the Rose quest. It got you a bit emotional. Yes, this is that island.
Oh, anchor, 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 anchor.
Anchor away!
Perhaps,
It's off the back of the ship. You can hit it. See? What? Oh, I know what I said. Shut up.
I can. It turns out I could not hit it. I wonder if there's actually a rowboat on the island.
I can get the ship closer.
I mean, I know you can. I also just figured that'd be handy in looking for the... Oh. Never... Okay, stop. Straighten out.
I'm stopping. Yeah, I'm straightening out.
I
Don't
didn't
rush me.
I didn't realize that this one was just right here.
Yeah, that's why I chose to dock here.
They are...
Oh! There it is! The burning blade!
I can't look. I got a zest battle guild?
Zesty.
Indeed.
Indubitably. It should actually be coming into your field of vision very soon.
I don't like that.
It's very much in the distance. It turns out that's not an Ashen Lord tornado. That marker is the ship itself.
Oh. Why does it look like I'm catching flounder?
Eat flounder.
Oh yeah, I see that. Ah, this is flounder from a bad universe.
Let me see. That's flounder if he was born in the bad neighborhood. Very pretty fins though.
Indeed. Can I keep fishing here?
Indeed.
I can't
Word
put
of
it
the
in my
day.
inventory.
I got it. Let me see if I can take it. Take it. There you go.
You can't cook it.
I can't cook it? Very bizarre.
Okay. So there's still 2 of them on there.
And
there were still 2...
Oh, we don't cook these, we just turn them in. These are the unique fish.
Yes. Okay, so we have 3 at each spot that we need to catch. Also, we are turning away from the spot.
I'm fixing.
Thank you, Captain.
Do you see the ship, by the way?
Yes, I do.
Ominous. If only the man himself was a sail on it.
Oh, that's pretty.
What's this one?
Obsidian splash tail.
Ooh,
Look
let me
at that.
see. That's very pretty. Needs a little. If you look at it, give it to me, because if you look at it straight in the face, it just looks very depressed.
Get out of my screenshot.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Now you're good.
Give me a moment. All right. And now look at it straight in the face and tell me it doesn't just look depressed.
Yeah. The splash tails always kind of look depressed.
Yeah, indeed. Everyone in chat, just type indeed.
Are we just slightly?
I'm going to check out the island real quick.
Okay.
Just to see what other goodies we can find.
I need to move the ship forward just slightly.
Oh, you can have pet pigs now. Forgot about that.
I might need to get a pig.
Wonder if Chai would have liked a pig. That way we could have a Glitterbeard. Oh, I remember the Glitterbeard.
We never got to do that, did we?
No, we never assembled a joint crew big enough for it. It was a shame.
Fishy, I see you in there.
Beast for the squeeze.
Ghoul says indeed.
Indeed. Yes. Oh, quite. Oh, yes, indeed. Smashing.
We've encouraged the captain.
Yes, I am getting stimulated, as you would say. Someone is humoring me to continue with my atypical sanity antics.
Oh, but Captain, I thought you said you had perfect sanity.
Perfection is an illusion. There is only the most appealing outcome dependent upon the person.
Oh, Captain, I
did I-
appreciate you.
Did I hear the words birthday earlier?
No?
I thought I heard someone say something about a birthday.
No.
Oh, well, I'll still light the candle instead.
Captain.
Squish. I'll trade ye. I can have a bomb too.
Put the keg back on the island. Actually, maybe wait. Because
Hey?
there seems to be someone in the water who wants to greet you.
Is the barrel on my back when I do this?
Yes.
You're welcome. Are we done here, by the way? Do we just need to catch the 3 fish?
No, there's a second spot.
Okay. I am going to go put this back now, unless you need help on deck.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I've got it, Captain.
You sure? Because it's always been a blast helping out on deck with you.
If you blow my ship up,
Right, I'm done.
oh, but if we ever did that on Captain's ship, he'd have a fit.
Yes. Because you have done that on my ship.
Oh
And
my
didn't stop
god!
the fuse.
That reminds me of a story.
You can tell it.
Once upon a time, two of us among our crew had a glorious idea. We were sailing in a galleon, and we had a very specific place that we as a crew put our kegs. Well, me and another one of my shipmates had a better idea. We started stashing a bunch of them at the lowest deck. And the reason we did this was because we didn't want Captain to know. We fully did it with the intent of convincing Captain that someone else had come aboard and stashed kegs on our ship. Assuming we were found. Otherwise, we were just going to have a glorious celebration at the end of our journey and blow our ship sky high. That at least was the plan, until I seem to recall, we ran the ship aground somewhere, rather explosively. But to be fair, Captain was convinced that someone else had filled our ship with kegs. He did not think we had done it.
And yet you mock me for my paranoia.
Your paranoia came before us making you paranoid. That's why we mock it.
Yes, because to exacerbate a mental illness is pure comedy.
To be fair, you do that with my anxiety.
Touche, touche.
And that's what friendship's about. In moderate doses. Don't be a dick to your friends, guys. Maybe don't follow my example. Did you catch a pig?
Indeed.
Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean you're wrong. Exactly. Thank you, Ghoul. Stop shooting my... If you shoot them, then there's gunpowder in them, and they don't make for good eats.
On the contrary, that's called seasoning. That is something me as a British person, it's very, very
Don't
rare.
even know what seasoning is.
That's that. Thank you for beating me to my joke. Thank you very much. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. I'm here for you. Truly.
Can't have nothing around here.
No.
You know, sometimes you remind me of Master Shake from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, for those of you who know what I'm talking about.
I never watched that show.
You should. It's very funny.
I'm not going to. You know what I'm going to watch again for the umpteenth time?
Adventure Brothers?
Yes, that was exactly what I was thinking of.
Yes, because I know you. I'm just saying that they follow similar humor. Aqua Teen just goes much more in the absurdist direction, but they both do. They both of them mock the old campy cartoons, just in their own way. Gee, Captain, thanks for the recommendation. We'll be sure to check it out. Oh, of course, Squish.
So you don't even have to answer Captain. Captain answers himself.
Exactly. Yeah, mental illness.
Oh, that's just giving me information. I don't want information.
Don't forget, you gotta feed the pig.
It's not my pig!
It's on your ship. It's yours now. Besides, look at the little bugger. Is he not just adorable?
Where did you put the pig?
He's on the back. He's on the stern of the ship. That's the pack for those landlubbers at home. You know who we should go visit? Your favorite person in the Sea of Thieves, Sully.
Who?
Sully, you remember Sully? You both have an adoration for constellations and the stars.
Oh, fuck no. We are not visiting that creep.
Why ever not, Squish? You have shared interests.
We have nothing in common. He uses his telescope to peer into his neighbors' houses.
You have tattoos of the very constellations that he looks at.
He only looks at constellations so he can pretend that he's not looking into neighbors' houses. And then he tells you that he's spying on his neighbors. He's a creep.
Interesting. How can he spy into houses if he's on an outpost in the middle of nowhere where there are no houses?
You think he lives there, Captain?
Do you have to pull out a bomb every single time we have a conversation?
Only when you disagree with me.
Oh, I see. So just because I seem to have a different opinion of my own, that gives you the right to threaten me with a bomb every single time we have a discussion. We can't just stand on equal ground and have a difference of opinion. No, you have to muscle your way in. You have to assert dominance. You have to oppress me. Well, frankly, I'm not having it. I'm taking a stand, damn it. And I am making a mark as we speak. Did you just kill the pig?
No. Oh.
Where that gunpowder barrel is.
No evidence.
And I believe I've expressed in the past I genuinely don't like being bombed by my own crewmate.
Yeah, but comedy.
Am I laughing?
The voices are laughing. I have some habanero chili powder to teach him about spices. It's orange in color, so you can tell it's an orange spice with a ginger. Make sure he's off the deck before eating it, in case he catches fire or something.
That sounds really good. Like, no joking aside, that sounds really good.
Not that it's hot or anything, I only put 24 habaneros in there. Oh. Apparently Ghoul's siding with you, because they're not laughing.
Thank you, Ghoul.
That being said, I think
I think I am owed an apology.
Okay.
The real face of Squish, everybody. Your host this evening. Proud as ever.
I said okay.
You know what I want. What I really, really want. And so I'll
Tell me
tell
what
you
you
what I
want.
want.
What you
what
really,
I
really
really
want. The captain and I have been friends for a very long time, guys. Squish, that's a nice option. Yes, exactly. That is a
What'd they
nice
say?
option. Ghoul says, Squish, that's a nice option.
What was the option?
Me apologizing?
Yes, I actually would appreciate an apology, considering I genuinely do not like it. For the sake of old friendship and starting anew. If you bomb me again, I swear to God,
I'm very,
I will
very
leave.
sorry.
Thank you. If you, I would leave.
I know you would, but also I think it's funny to come apologize with a bomb.
It is. Just don't follow up on that punchline. Are we turning in here?
Yeah. Also, that's a keg.
I'll take care of this. Let me see if I can hit it from here. Come on, give me a shot. Give me a shot.
Tell him he doesn't have to be paranoid because you're crew and not Squish among us. If he looks at you and your name isn't red, obviously you're crew. Ignore the fact that the taskbar has not moved this entire trip.
Well, I hit it, but it didn't go off.
Oh, I'm out of ammo.
Yeah. Damn it. That is a keg, right?
Yes?
Do you have the? You've got the. Oh, you've got the crossbow. That for some reason still isn't a crossbow. I wish they added a real crossbow. There's 2 kegs. Got it. Empty. Grubs, some fruit, cannonballs, merfruit, perhaps nothing extraordinary.
Heck, why are you
The roof
staring
is-
at me judgmentally?
What? Oh, the bird. I thought you said Zek at first.
Oh, no. He's not here. That's
Why
I'm
did you?
not
Why did you
that
say it
crazy.
like? Why did you say? Why did you say it like that?
Because I know he's not here. Do you know that he's not here?
Thought you said Zek. That's why I was confused. Also, the way you said it, he's not here.
I'm concerned for your sanity.
Oh, now you are.
Well, now you're being more concerning than usual.
Oh, well, thanks for noticing. I've been working at it for
Holy
years.
crap, that was a lot!
Of reputation?
Yes.
Talking about my reputation. Oh, by the way, I found a message in a bottle that'll take us to Shrine of the Coral Tomb, if that's something we wish to pursue.
I gotta be honest, I'm kind of running out of steam.
Okay. Do we want to wrap things up and then have a good drink?
I was actually kind of thinking that maybe we'd fish until we hit nighttime, and then we'd make use of the fireworks.
Good idea, good idea, good idea. Let's go somewhere a bit scenic.
Well, but if we
Let's
fish
see,
here,
let's
then...
see,
Oh, okay.
Oh, nope, I see your point. I was hoping to go somewhere, for nostalgic purposes to reminisce. Like I
Oh.
was trying to find where...
We need to lower the emissary.
Ah, yes. Oh, yes. Ooh, I like that music.
And then I guess we can go somewhere scenic if you would like, Captain.
It's just, I'm trying to remember where our original voyage took place. I'm trying to remember which one that was. Let's see, there's Galleon's Grave, there's Shipwreck Bay, Crooked Masts. I believe, was it Crook's Hollow? That has the waterfall?
Yes.
It is Crook's Hollow.
Yes. Captain
Crook's Hollow
Sanity
it is.
only goes up, according to Ghoul.
I like Google.
Ghoul is pretty fantastic.
No, just say Google is cool. We'll have another rhyming thing.
But then I look like a fool.
No, you never look like a fool when you're saying how cool the ghoul is.
I don't know why. I thought you were going to say you never look like a fool when you're with Captain.
Well, that either, but that just goes without saying.
Oh, please stop. It hurts.
What?
That's what Ghoul said. Wait, I think,
About
oh, Phil's asking if Ghoul's too cool for school. I think I misled you. I think you're thinking of the waterfall at Devil's Bridge. Which
yes,
is-
did you find Devil's Ridge?
It is across the map.
Okay. Oh, fine. I'll tell you what. Where's Plunder Outpost? Because that is the outpost we first spawned in. I know it's south.
Southeast. Quite a ways.
Nothing wrong with a good journey. Oh, the sea is wide. and
Captain,
the
I have a
winds
present
are
for you.
What? I was about to start a. Oh, thank you. Hold on, I'm full of food. Give me a second. Okay, thank you. Oh, god damn it, this came from that pig, didn't it? You know, the lack of manners loses its charm very quickly, you should know that. Angie interrupted my song, now I have to start all over again. This is the thing I was planning if we had a third member joining us tonight. All right.
Captain, do we need to clear out your throat?
I will burn us to the ground. But I won't. Because I have morals. Anyway. Oh, the sea is wide and the winds are free, and there's always room for one more like thee. With a yo-ho-ho and a clap of the hand, you're part of the finest crew in the land. Heave-ho, welcome friend, from the crow's nest down to the galley bend. Heave-ho, don't be shy, we'll sail through storms neath the starry sky. We plunder with pride and we laugh with might. We sing our songs in the pale moonlight.
Oh.
Off the stern. It's the crested queen.
Just like I said.
Get on the port side! Back! Ye beast! Get back from the depths, ye be! Port side, lining up a shot.
Can I just say I'm extremely proud of the fact that I managed to get in enough shots to stop it from attacking the ship.
I am proud of you as well. We're getting our groove back, I believe. Alright, heading back in.
Oh shit.
Why did the
then I
music
can't.
stop?
That's a good question.
I remember this turret mode.
Okay, this is eerie with no music. Did it?
I
Oh,
don't-
there's the music back.
There it is. Yep. Reloading. Ooh, the spear!
Can you still load pets into the cannon? I don't know, and I'm not testing that.
Off the stern, get ready on the port side cannons! I grin at thee, thou grinning beast!
Ow!
I'm overboard! Coming back! And I'm suddenly a lot grislier. Starboard side! Uh-oh, water.
Oh, that's right. Damage.
You get the water, I got the wood.
Okay.
Damage is repaired. Now where's the winch?
Starboard
There
side.
she be! Open fire!
The waves are making that hard, Captain.
Persevere! Persevere! and
I'm not going to
persist.
shoot if it's going to miss, Captain. I'm not wasting our ammo like that.
We're going to pretend that that shark's name is Will, so fire at Will! Starboard side cannons, quickly!
I think I have time, Captain.
Okay, can you at least try to play into the dramaticism?
Captain, if I did that, I would lose all the reason why I was ever your first mate.
I detest how correct you are.
One of us had to be the voice of reason.
Well, considering our crew, that was very often both of us.
We got it.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Everyone in chat, huzzah!
I think they added more teeth to it. Oh, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Because I had to. F for Will, indeed. Goodbye, Will.
And up comes the loot from the depths. Any moment now. Ah, yes, there it is. Right in front of us, as I anticipated. Ooh, that's a lot of meat. And I got my spear back. Look.
Okay, this is silly.
Part of me will always wish that we had a sea serpent.
Can we turn the spears in?
I don't think so. I think they're like the tridents.
Yeah, but we can buy spears.
You can?
I shouldn't have told you that. Yeah, you can buy them from the Hunter's Call.
Interesting.
And that's
There's something
how
else.
Captain became solely a spearfisher.
Oh, maybe back in the day.
Well, the site of our great victory seems like the perfect place.
Set off some fireworks.
To set off some fireworks.
I'm a step ahead of ye. I already got them loaded up. And I've got a Megalodon one ready.
Okay.
Eyes to the sky. Let's aim for the more front of the ship.
Do you mind loading so I can let chat watch?
Yes. Oh, yes. Give me a second. Where are you? Oh, here you are. Okay.
You're good to go.
Okay. This was some of the best things they ever added. Ooh, I like that one. Really like that one. Do we have another one of those? Unfortunately not.
Oh, I let go of all of mine. Let me just pull out a bucket.
Very much a high note to end this voyage on. Hey, look, one of the constellations. They're up in the skies behind ye.
Oh,
See them?
yeah. The brighter stars in the sky are part of the constellations, chat.
That one was probably my favorite among the favorites of the voyages, where we had to track using the stars.
It is one of the ones that I would really like to be able to show chat when we bring Gamer through some of the tall tales.
Indeed. It would be fascinating. It would be absolute joy if a former member of the crew was able to join us once again. But such is life. Not all things are possible. I speak of our former cook, of course.
Of course. I did not doubt. Gonna get us turned around and
all right,
headed to Port Merrick. I was getting us turned around.
You can still turn.
It's so much... Captain, you remember the days where we turned and then made the very dramatic announcement of lower the sails? What happened to the drama of that moment?
Yes.
Why is now the drama of always having the sails dropped? It's so much more anticlimactic.
Can I explain?
No.
Can I explain?
No.
May I explain?
No.
I can't state my case.
No. I asked you, but no, you can't explain.
I'm truly wounded.
Explain your case.
How about now? Alright, so we've just hit the high dramatic point of slaying a Megalodon, and our brief moment of reminiscing has given a very softer, calmer tone to the ending of this voyage, and so to play into that, I thought it suiting to have not but the sounds of waves and the rushing of the wind be the ambience to the conclusion of the voyage, rather than another moment of a dramatic influx, because we just had that.
Well, I dramatically disagree.
Do I make a fair point at least?
Yeah, but I still disagree. We know you're good for tall tales, but are Captain and Gamer tall enough? Well, Gamer is very tall.
I'm tall in spirit.
Captain is very tall in spirit.
Thank you, Squish.
Ready on anchor?
Keep to the starboard. Yep, ready on anchor. Just keep straighten out and pull a bit more to the
Captain,
starboard.
I have done this before.
I am adding ambience. I am adding dramatic emphasis.
You are stressing me the fuck out now.
It's good. If we jump off the front.
You know what? Wouldn't be like old times if you didn't stress me out while I was trying to park the ship.
Exactly. Now you're getting it.
And I'm still gonna be just as pissed off that you ruined my park job by stressing me out as I always was.
Yeah, I got you to speak out of breath. My job is complete. Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of easy mode for that tonight because I am pretty sure I had COVID.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Is
I
this
really,
like the 5th time now?
something like that. I'm really sick of it.
Ah, pun intended.
That's not a pun.
It could be.
It could not. That's not what a pun is.
Also, no comments on the song. I spent all freaking day on that.
The song was amazing. We kind of got distracted, Captain.
Fair enough. Yes, that's for the Maker dog. Yes.
Yeah. Remember how a giant ass prehistoric shark came after us?
Yes, silly me.
Didn't we tell you that getting sick is bad for your health? Yeah. Yeah, mutant, you did.
You know, people keep living until they die.
I'm dying to find out why. Ghoul says the song was great.
What? Thank you, Ghoul. Oh, this is where we should have launched the fireworks. There's all these cannons along the side.
Oh, that would have been cool. Also, Lucy, we already lowered the emissary. Lucy also loved the song.
Thank you, Lucy.
I know if Gamer was here, Gamer would also have loved the song.
Yes, because the song would have been for him.
Oh, not for me at all. Just for Gamer. I understand.
Well, yes, the song is about a new member. You are a long-time, upstanding senior member. Your praise is by presence. I said by presence, not my presence, by the way. Just so there's no misinterpretation. And where are you going? This way.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
It's not the gold orders, but they still deliver straight to them. Besides, I believe people need to see the pompous sovereigns anyway. Oh, jeez, the wig.
I'm at the gold hoarders.
I will never understand the appeal of powdered wigs. I never will.
Okay, so it's right there. Yeah, I didn't really want to see them. Your tracer powers are too good right now. Yeah, I can't even control them. When will I grow into my powers? Can I?
With great power comes great big booty bitches.
Do you guys think I can just hide from the captain down here?
Oh, where has my squish done gone? Oh, where could they be? The sass, the frass, the pain in the ass. I must find the squish quickly. Hello, Squish. I was expecting you to go, just.
That would have never occurred to me to do, Captain. I'm gonna be real honest.
Or if you were a bear, just, oh, hello there, Squish.
You cover the wig with powder, stuff him in the cannon, and set it off. What's not to like? Mutant.
Start a fire by breaking off a pound of hair at a time and burning it.
Oh, I do think I'm going to call it here for tonight.
Be sure to stay tuned for the next episode of Squish and Captain Doof's Adventures for more stories, more swashbucklery, more adventure, and plenty more fish. Stay tuned.
And before that, tomorrow I will be playing Grounded with Gamer again, as we do every Monday. And yeah, it'll be a good time. I am going to do
to be a main.
med check a little bit early, since we're not going to hit 9 o'clock while we're streaming. So if you guys need to take your meds, take your meds. If you guys need a snack, get a snack. Feed yourself. If you guys need some water, get some water. Hydrate. Take care of yourselves so you guys can come and hang out with us and have ridiculous adventures. What were you going to say, Captain?
I was just going to say I was very glad to be here, and I hope I made a positive impression. Now Gamer hops on Sea of Thieves!
Did he really?
Yes!
He just re-downloaded it and tested it out this morning to make sure it worked. That's funny. If I had known he was going to get off work early. Oh,
I cannot work under these conditions. I make a song. I have all this stuff planned to welcome him into our little clique officially in my debut. I'll be in my trailer. I can't work under these conditions. Where's the director? Hold on. Where's the director? Where's the director? I need to have a word with him.
in my defense, I did not at any point in time tell the captain that Gamer was going to be sailing with us today. Get him to join the crew just to give his sign-off spiel. If we were in a brig, I would. But we don't have room on a sloop. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this, please leave a like. It does help the channel out. It also lets me know that you enjoyed this. And if you're not already subscribed, subscribe so you can see more. I will be doing some more Sea of Thieves, some with Doof, some with a Doof and Gamer, and some solo. Why do I hear the ship taking off?
For customary purposes.
Okay.
Viking funeral, remember? You might want to jump off.
No, because I'm pretty sure that's why my cosmetics disappeared. I think my ship sunk after I logged off. Otherwise, I would say yes. Anyways, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out.
Adventure!
Adventure!
They said it!